So what happens when you take the top 4 men's performance natural herbs all at the same time? Well, let's find out. So I was talking with a client. He's a 46-year-old empty nester dad. And, now he has a lot more time with the wife, and he's been doing the right things in terms of his health, but it wasn't showing up in the bedroom. And so as I was talking with him, I was like, hey, how are you with your supplements for this particular issue? And he wasn't taking any. And then he said, well, basically, I'll try anything. So what would happen if I took all of the herbs at the same time? And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, and that's the truth. I don't know, because I've never taken a whole bunch of herbs at the same time. Now I want to see what's going to happen. So follow along. Let's see what happened. Hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 23 years, I've been a men's performance coach with GoodWood. And I'm going to tell you guys why I picked these particular herbs, how I used them, and the results. Legendary results, and what mistakes to avoid. And first, let's go ahead and set a base for this, because I took them. So that means for me, as a 52-year-old male, having on the men's performance scale, I'm a 9. Used to be a 5, but now I'm a 9. And that means that things can get spontaneous down there. And I'm doing all the things you're supposed to do to supplement the supplements. And I wanted to go ahead and try these herbs. I want you to try these herbs, but I wanted to set that baseline so we understand, because your results may be different. Now, let's talk about these herbs in particular. What I'm talking about is black maca, ashwagandha, huamparo, and also, of course, GoodWood Advanced. Now, let's talk about maca really quick, because maca is healthy for you inside of the bedroom in terms of your desire and everything else. It gives you the extra energy. It gives you the libido. It's been researched rather extensively, and, it's recommended you take basically 1 tablespoon per day. If you're taking the powder. Ashwagandha supplements, well, in terms of that, it's really powerful. It's in terms of boosting your testosterone. It's associated, of course, with muscle strength and muscle gain, because you're increasing your testosterone. It also gives you a sense of calm, which is really necessary when you're trying to have a good bedroom performance, while it also increases your energy. And this is something that, like most herbs, you have to use it over a period of time. It's not like an instant thing. So with this particular one, it takes about a good 4 weeks before you see those effects kick in. And when it comes to huamparo macho, I love saying that, huamparo macho, it's considered to be an aphrodisiac. It's, used to restore male function. It helps with premature ejaculation, also with erectile dysfunction. And, basically, overall, it's an aphrodisiac. So it's going to increase your energy, and it's going to also increase your stamina. Really important, really good. And it's also going to give you extra blood flow down there. And basically with that, you're taking 2 pills a day. And when it comes to GoodWood Advanced, to me, this is what ties everything all in together, because GoodWood Advanced is made of 9 different herbs. It's all natural. It's a liquid formula. But the advanced part of this GoodWood is basically that it has nettle, which is going to stop the process of your testosterone changing over into estrogen, and also from binding with other hormones that it shouldn't be binding with. So now you have more free testosterone to have your erections and other things that's necessary for your testosterone. And basically, you're taking this 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and early evening. If you take it in the evening, late in the evening, you better be having some sex or you're going to be awake. It's a stimulant. That's what it does. So when it came down to my results, so I took this over over a period of 60 days, and I'm going to tell you how I worked it in. But basically the results, I felt like a freaking 25-year-old. I mean, it was just there. You know how when you're young, they say youth is wasted on the young because you don't know what you don't have or what you do have. Yeah, I figured out what I didn't have. This took me all the way there, just in terms of I was just ready the entire time, the entire experience, hanging heavy, getting back up faster, stamina. Off the chains. That's a huamparo. That's the stamina part. I was also relaxed about it, very confident. That's the ashwagandha. My drive was higher, and that's because of the maca. And in terms of the level of confidence, you feel that surge of energy that you haven't felt for over 25 years. That was all there. That I attributed to the GoodWood Advanced. And afterwards, it was back up, ready for more. And I don't think you could ask for more than that. Could you? Perform again. Yeah, of course. That's going to be all good. So these are some things that you have to be aware of when you're picking out the herbs that you want to use. First of all, you want to have high quality. I went with Mother Nature's Organics. That's because I actually know the owner, had conversations with him to figure out what was going on, what was his story. And more or less, I just want to make sure it wasn't a scam, that they were actually into it for the right reasons, not just trying to make a quick buck. And so one of the things I had to do over this process is introduce the herbs one at a time. I was already taking GoodWood Advanced, and then I added in the maca. And then after that, and started going into the evenings, I would add in the ashwagandha to, help with my sleep. And then the last thing I added in was tuamparo, macho, taking those 2 pills a day. So at the end of it all, basically I was taking 4 different sets of herbs, and wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, there's no jitters. You didn't feel any different. You just function differently. You would just get spontaneous erections. Everything works. Typically I'm telling people, do not do a GNC binge or a vitamin store. Don't just go and grab stuff, especially when you're getting pills, because those are a lot harsher. When you're dealing with herbs, it's going to take longer for you to get your results, typically, but they're going to be better results because you have a whole feeling. It's not just like, targeting one part of your body. Your entire body feels better. You have more energy. To me, this is fighting back, because we never consider when we go and eat chips, hot dogs, and the soda is like all the number of chemicals that are in there. We'll just consume that and not think about it at all. But when it comes to herbs, a lot of times we're like, even me, I was like, hey, one at a time, things like that. It's like, well, we're supposed to be taking this stuff anyway. So from now on, that's the lesson that I learned. I wanted to share that with you guys because, hey, it can work. Got a question for you. What herbs do you suggest for me? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to try these herbs yourself, you can go to givegoodwood.com. And we have those herbs right there for you. Givegoodwood.com. In fact, GW15, GoodWood 15, GW15, take 15% off. I really want you guys to try it because it works for me. It was amazing. I never looked at stacking herbs at that level, and it works. Unquestionably works. So this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.